DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Roadrunners offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pulls and fires complete. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Carry-On. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking for space. It's Osborne. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Roadrunners will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. So Texas offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays.
Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line.
Third down coming up.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive. Understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking.
The Roadrunners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on third down. And the Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This offense has it with really good field position. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Winston. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. After run, now throw. Got the back over the middle. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on third down? Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carry-On. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. DKR heating up
on the back end. Get in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone when they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Oh, he got loose. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks it in.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he makes the extra point. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Turning it on!
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the Roadrunners in the hurry up.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
With the catch, it's Stockton. Still running at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Osborne. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Defense looks like they're coming. The running back has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's our force to settle for the field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. We promise to keep you posted.
Time to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Offense changing the play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Winston. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Trying to run, it's Clark. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Barrels ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Roadrunners decide to punt it away. They'll look to pen him deep. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Fires to the middle. And he will take it in. Touchdown, UTSA.
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It had been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. That's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It is sucked out. Bounced right back to them. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Texas.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wideout. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Babers. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll leave it with him. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
And the Roadrunners will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the... And the ball is out! Who's going to get it? Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Roadrunners! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Going to sling it on second down. That's caught. It's McCutcheon. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Right on the money. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Terry. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Wyoming. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Catch in the middle. It's Osborne. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Motion from the back. Got it behind the line. It's Osborne. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Carry-On. Lot of room to the right. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And here they come almost all the way back.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll run the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success in getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And a big return. To the INT, sets up the offense for this possession.
And they'll take over.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. That slices the lead to 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Looking left. Makes the grab. It's Winston. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And now on second down for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on second down. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's McCutcheon. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry-up. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCutcheon. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The give to the back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One final play before the end of the quarter. Rides the back on the option to give. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Surging forward on the sneak. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first. Crosses the 30. He's got away. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll try to get outside. Got room to work. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short.
Out, 55.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Pressure coming. And the defense is going to get two for the safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the fourth quarter, this game is super close, it's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Roadrunners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grab behind the line. It's Osborne. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Favors. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He'll do it himself. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got the quick pass. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Texans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got his man across the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Roadrunners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Open field on the right. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Roadrunners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, UTSA! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll run it to the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Softened him up with a run, and now the throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Not sure why they want to throw again. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.